so welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Ashley. Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and join the beauty family. So today's video, we are featuring some more new products, honey. So if you'd like to see how I achieved this glam from start to finish, keep watching. Alrighty, so let's dive into some of this new makeup, honey. I am very pleased with everything that I picked up. So some of these products have been featured in a previous haul and a new haul, which will be up before this video. Yes, Beauties. So for brows, I did already do them off camera, but I am going to test this out. This is the NYX Thick It, Stick It Thickening Brow Mascara, and I picked up in the shade Espresso. So this is what it looks like. It has like the fibers on the brush. So I'm gonna run this through my brow and see what we're working with. It's gonna lightly go over. Oh, no, I really see that it's making it a little thicker. I did just get my brows done finally, honey, because they were looking a little tragic. If you are in the New York City area, honey, you should go to my girl. Her name is Lakshmi. She's on 232 and Merrick Boulevard in Queens. She'll get you together. She always snatches my brows. I don't know, I feel like they look a little thick. I think it added a little bit of something. So let's get started with this eye look. I actually did this eye look on live, but I wanted to recreate it because it was stunning. So we are diving back into the new Persuasion palette. I am going to dive into some of those same neutral colors that I used in my previous video. So Mocha, Cafe, and Chocola. However, for the shimmer, honey, we are going to be diving into Fairy, which is this color right here. It was so pretty. So I'm going to blend out those transition colors in my crease. All right, so we are going to stamp those colors right in the crease. I don't know about y'all, but I love playing in some new makeup. I don't know what it's like to feel like winning the lottery, but I assume it's that same feeling. It just feels good. Like, I don't know, if it's been a rough day or a rough week, honey, you're gonna find me at Sephora or Ulta buying something. Just brightens my mood. That and shoes, I have a little bit of a problem, but the first step is knowing and admitting. So just gonna blend that out in my crease. So I'm just going to blend out the edges of those two colors. And now I'm going to dive into that dark brown Cafe. We're gonna use that in the outer V to create a smoky look. These shadows really blend like butter, so I definitely plan on using this palette very often. I'm gonna go back in with that same fluffy brush that I used to blend out the crease colors, and I'm just blending the edges of that dark brown color that I use in my outer V just to soften it up a little bit so it can have that gradient effect. Alrighty, so we are diving into that shimmery color, Fairy. And it's going to be kind of like a cut crease, but not a cut crease. Like, I'm not going in with like the concealer and whatnot. Just really using the shimmery color. So I'm just going to place this on my lid. But also taking the edge of the brush with that color and kind of marking it back and forth. And slowly carving out my crease. So I'm looking down into my mirror. So as you can see, it's starting to look like it's cut, right? So I'm just looking down into the mirror and I'm just taking my time and following my crease with that shimmer. Just adding a little bit of that color, Skin Like Pearl on top, which is right here, just to add like a little pop. It has some reflects in the shadow that I really like, so that's why I wanted to add it on top. But essentially, this is what the eye look should look like. It is an easy cut crease, honey. We don't have to bring out any tools, makeup remover, none of that. And to go back in with that dark brown color that I used just to make sure that the colors are fused well together. I'm not adding any extra shadow, just really using what's on the brush to just blend and marry them. So this is essentially what the shadow look should look like. I'm gonna pop on some lashes, and I'm just going to smoke some black on my lash line. Y'all know I'm going to do the liner thing, so y'all already know the deal. Alrighty, beauty, so now that the lashes are done, honey, let's dive into some complexion. So I am trying out 2 new primers today. Very excited. So these are the 2 primers, the e.l.f. Power Grip plus 4% niacinamide and the L'Oreal Prime Lab Poreless Primer. So I'm going to start off with this first, and I'm going to place that in the area where I have the most pores because we want it to be smooth, honey, okay? We want it to be flawless. So this is the L'Oreal Paris Prime Lab up to 24-hour pore minimizer. It has 1% AHA, LHA, and BHA complex, and it's supposed to blur pores, and the skin is supposed to look smoother over time, honey. We love a product that has skincare property and the ability to improve. So I'm going to place this in the areas where I have the most pore. L'Oreal, did y'all just blur my pores? This really just blurred my pores. Drugstore is definitely coming up. L'Oreal, honey, you have been putting in work, okay? Whoever's in the lab, keep them. But I didn't want to grab the mattifying one only because I am combo, but when I do mattify too much, it tends to make my skin even oilier, and we don't need that. So I just focused on what I need to correct. So really just to blur the pores, because generally, depending on the foundation, it will control the oiliness for me. So that's why I'm also going in with the e.l.f. Power Grip. So I'm going to places where I did not put this blurring primer. So it is clear. You know, I'm really surprised. I'm excited to test this out because, you know, I did not like the Milk Hydro Grip primer. I used it on my clients, but it was not my favorite. This definitely does have that sticky texture to allow your foundation to lock on. But yes, I do like this. Alrighty, so for foundation, I'm going to go with an oldie but goodie. So this is MAC Studio Fix Fluid. I'm in the shade NC50. So I just tap a little bit on my brush because I'm not buying a pump. I feel like the foundation should come with a pump. So I am just going to make do. So I am just stippling this on. Beautiful coverage. Like, beautiful. So I'm really looking to see how this foundation performs with these primers, but it's feeling really good. My pores are blurred, honey. Alrighty, so now that we have coverage, let's go in with concealer. I am going to go with my Dior, if you adore her, Dior. This is their Dior Backstage Flash Perfector Concealer, and this is in the shade 5 Warm. So while this is drying down, honey, I did try out this concealer and it just didn't do it for me. I literally had to take my whole face off. It just didn't do it for me. It didn't work well with the setting powder. Like, it's going back to Ulta. Okay, it's going back. So I said, you know what? Let me just go in with a different concealer. But I did want to try it out. It did not work. It didn't work. So for cream contour, I am going in with my NARS Laguna Bronzer, Laguna 05. Just gonna add a little bit. I love the smell of this bronzer. It smells so good. So let's blend out this concealer. This concealer, look at that. I barely blended this out. It looks so stunning. Absolutely love this concealer, honey. I definitely do want to get the 4 Warm, but I just don't like the shade range for this concealer. I feel like they could do much better if they're gonna come out with a banger like this, but you know what, I make it do. Alright, so we are going to set this concealer with the new Milani setting powder. This is their Conceal and Perfect Blur Out powder. The packaging looks like so. This is what it looks like on the inside, and it has a fingerprint here, and it says to pull. So you're pulling the top off, and then it has that protective piece on the inside. I'm just taking my puff and I'm tapping it inside. So it has that net in there. It almost looks like the inside of the Huda Beauty setting powder. So now that I have some of that on my puff, I am just going to press this into my under eye. And Milani, what is going on? Because this legitimately blurred everything. I am blown away, honey, okay? Because these brands are really doing it. So I'm just going to do this to the other side as well, pressing that in. This looks so good so far. I'm just going to set my smile lines. Just gonna add a little bit more powder in the corner here. Honey, it is giving flawless, okay? So I'm going to go with my Sephora collection Micro Smooth Powder in 65 Toffee. Y'all should already know. Gonna add her all over. So I think this powder has shimmer in it. I don't know if y'all could see, but I'm seeing a little shimmer. It looks good, but I don't know how I feel about the shimmer. We'll see. Once everything ties together, we'll see. So for foundation powder, you know, I gotta go in with my Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Blurring Powder Foundation in Y505. So for bronzer, I'm going with my Black Radiance Beauty Pressed Powder in Black Coffee. Let's snatch these cheekbones. So let me just smoke out my bottom lash line, add some mascara, and I'll be back for some blush and a lip. Alrighty, beauties, so we are back. I'm going to go in with my Pat McGrath Labs blush in Love Struck. Alrighty, so let's get into these lips. So I'm going to go with Makeup Revolution's IRL Filter Finish Lip Definer in Americano Brown. So this is a twist up liner. So let's start lining these lips. So I have my e.l.f. lippies, and oh my gosh, everybody has been comparing it to like NARS packaging, and I can't unsee it. It really does remind me of NARS packaging. Quality, but for a better price. That's what we love. So I'm not sure if I should go into a Dirty Talk or No Doubt. Y'all know the indecisive Libra is creeping out. But you know what? I think I'm going to go into No Doubt. This is what No Doubt looks like. I'm just gonna go in and clean this up with some liner. This lipstick feels very comfortable on the lips, I will say. I love it. It's like a creamy feel to it, and it feels very lightweight. So I do want to add an inner highlights, just a smidge. So I'm going to go in with Pearl, this color right here, and I'm gonna put that in my tear duct. So for gloss, I'm going to add Pat McGrath's Full Real Lip Gloss. Definitely featured her in my faves, rightfully deserving. So this is the lip, stunning. This is the eye look. So thank you, beauties, for tuning into this video. I hope you enjoyed some of the new products that I used today. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if you plan on picking them up, honey. And as always, thank you for the continued support, and I'll catch you in my next one. Thanks for watching.